Hello everyone and welcome to this Pokemon X and Y strategy guide for Probopass. Now Probopass is never really used in Pokemon, being in the tier NU. You never really see him around, and when you do, usually he just sets up stealth rocks and maybe does a few annoying things. But I see him as a good offensive Pokemon, even though his offenses aren't that great. For instance, his special attack is only base 75, which is not really good at all. It's not even average for a special attacker to have such a low special attack. But Probopass's defenses are really good, so you're able to survive hits very well. So the ratio of hits that you can dish out to the hits you can take are still about the same as other Pokemon that have a higher special attack. Usually they can one-hit KO things with the ones with higher special attack, but they can't take a hit or two. But Probopass can take 4 hits usually very well, unless of course they're super effective. But even then, he can take 2 times super effective moves very well, like water moves and stuff like that. But fighting moves and ground moves are unfortunately very bad to Probopass, being a steel ground type. He's 4 times weak to it. But with his ability Magnet Pull, you can use him to counter steel types, which he'll easily be able to wall very well, such as Heatran, Magnezone, and Scizor, if you can get hit in Power Fire. Now, Magnezone is usually the Pokemon that uses Magnet Pull and is a counter to a lot of steel types. And this one's just an alternative, but he can do a little bit better job in some areas. For instance, Magnezone can't really do much against Heatran, and he stays in on a Heatran, then a Heatran can easily take him out with a fire move. Of course, Heatran could take out Probopass if he has Earth Power, but most of the time Heatrans don't have Earth Power. But luckily for Probopass, he does get Earth Power, which is 4 times effective against Heatran, so you're going to be doing a lot of damage to Heatran, and Heatran will not be able to switch out when you switch in because of Probopass's ability Magnet Pull. And of course, Magnezone can switch out if they have Volt Switch, but if they're Specs or Scarfed, which a lot of times they are, they're usually never just regular Magnezones that don't have either of those items. Sometimes you can get them to be choiced into something that's not really going to do too much damage to you, like a Flash Cannon or a Thunderbolt, especially if you're an Assault Vested Probopass, which is the one I like to use. It hardly does any damage. It only does about usually 20 to 30% tops. But anyway, so your moves, you want them to be Power Gem, Flash Cannon, Earth Power, and Thunderbolt for this set. Or replace Thunderbolt with Hidden Power Fire if you're somehow able to get that. But if you can't get that, I'd go with Thunderbolt because it's super effective against water types. And then go with the item, the Assault Vest, because you're specially defensive and your special defense is just really high. So put an item where your stats are. So the Assault Vest is really good for that. So you'll be taking special attacking hits like they're nothing. But anyways, and then also we have the other set, the Life Orb set, which is pretty much the same thing as the other one, exact same moves, just that it has a Life Orb, so that way you'll be doing even more damage to Heatran and all that. And with Earth Power, you're pretty much guaranteed to one-hit KO Magnezone as long as they're like a Spec set or a Scarf set. A Scarf set, you'll definitely one-hit KO them. A Spec set may be able to live, but with the Life Orb, they won't be able to live unless, of course, they have Sturdy. But most of the times, they're packing the Magnet Pull. And also, the EVs, you want to have max HP, max special attack, and then just put the rest in special defense. And that's basically it for Probopass. And then also go with the Modest Nature. Well, that's basically it, guys. I hope you liked this video. I hope you maybe try out Probopass, give them a shot. Magnet Pull can be really good. Oh, and I also forgot to mention, if you do got Hidden Power Fire, it would also be good for taking out annoying Ferrothorns. And Ferrothorn really can't do anything to Probopass other than, Leech Seed, but anything else will hardly do any damage, like Power Whip and Gyro Ball. It's not going to hardly do anything to Probopass. But yeah, well, that's basically it. So thank you for watching, and goodbye.